Now, guys, I love love. I think love is a beautiful thing, and we all should really feel good about love, and we all should feel great. Now, the single world, like the single world, the single life. I'm in an open marriage, so I'm married, but I am looking for dates. But the single life, sorry guys, the single life. Even though I'm married, I am in an open marriage, so I still kind of consider myself slightly single. I mean, I'm married, but I'm in an open marriage, so finding new dates, finding new partners is something that you do when you're single. So I do that. So it's like I'm single partner, right? I mean, I'm married, but I'm single. You know what I mean, darling? Anyway, guys, so the single life, the single finding someone to date, finding someone that's going to treat you well, finding someone that gives you the time of day when you need it, darling, finding someone that'll support you. It's really kind of like a hard thing to deal with. Now, I don't worry about it because I'm married to somebody great and I just want to add to it, so I have no problems. But there are a lot of people that will quickly judge someone or say very negative things. They criticize them, they make them feel small, they tell them they're worthless. You could be criticized for your job, you could be criticized for how much money you make, well, obviously your job. You could be criticized for what you do you can even be criticized for what you do on your YouTube or what you do on your TikTok or YouTube platform, and you're like, you're thinking the same thing I am, right? You're like, well, if you have a YouTube or TikTok platform and you are getting successful, why do you criticize for what you do, right? But that's just the nature of people, right? Some people are called stupid, which is terrible. That's a terrible insult. Some people are called, you can be criticized for your education. You can be criticized for not having enough. You can be criticized for your look. You could be criticized for being overweight. You could be criticized for anything, right? So it's really, really sad, right? We live in a world where nowadays it almost seems like you have to be the perfect person just to get a date. And look, I'm literally the perfect person. I look perfect. I have a great channel. I'm very well rounded in my skills and my personality and my look. So people are like, well, you must not have any issues. You have no real problems because you're gorgeous. You could literally find a date like in seconds. But people are very intimidated by me. It's like, I was watching on TikTok. There was this girl, and she's like, people are very intimidated by me. She said she used to be in PORN, which I can't say on here, but she's used to be in that, and she used to be in that, and she would do videos on that, and then she said that people would be very, uncomfortable around her and have a hard time with her, and really, instead of asking her out, they would just be intimidated by her, and they would really have a hard time with her. And she felt that it was kind of like, well, what do you do when you're too pretty, or you look too good, or you look too amazing, and people just aren't asking you out for that reason, right? It's really, really kind of like a weird thing, because you just feel like, well, if I'm really pretty, or I look really, if she was really pretty, if I look really, really good, why is it that people will have a hard time with me when that's the reason why people date? If you like someone's look, that's exactly what you want. You want someone gorgeous. No, not everyone does, but you want someone gorgeous. You want someone beautiful. You want someone smart. You want someone successful that does have a platform. You want someone like that. But remember, guys, like those girls, like superstars, like starlets, like Madonna, Inna, Katy Perry, Shania Twain. These girls have, a lot of them find love, and they find long-term love. But it's hard when you're famous, because people will really dismiss you just because you're very intimidating. People will very much just kind of like, sorry guys, they'll kind of like really be, they'll really be like, well, you're too good, or you're too this, or you're too that. And it's really strange, because you think to yourself, like, isn't the whole point of dating to find someone that's really, really good, right? You would think that you find someone based on the fact that they're super talented and super gorgeous. But the majority of people, like who is like Ina, right? Like who is like Madonna? Who is like Lady Gaga? No one, right? Like, these girls are super rare. Like to do what they do and to perform the way they perform is really like shockingly rare. Like who's like Madonna? Someone that has literally led the way and paved the way for so many women and looks the way she does for all these years and being in the spotlight for 40 years and surviving that and thriving and doing really, really well. Who's like that, right? Like, even people when they put makeup on or they dress up or whatever, like who really looks like that, right? It's really, really rare. It's not like you're gonna find a Madonna anywhere on the street, right? Anyway, totally enjoy the show, guys. Malena, I know.